Skip it up and that up. So I got to give an apology and a shout out to someone on YouTube. Huge shout out and apology to EW Network, or also known as Etika. I was streaming on Twitch last night, and all of a sudden, out of nowhere, I got a whole bunch of comments on Twitch saying that there was Etika bomb, and I'm like, what the hell is an Etika bomb? And all of a sudden, I'm looking at my view count, and it went from like 200 up to like 800. I'm like, oh no, does someone have a bot program in here? And I didn't know. I'm like, who the hell is Etika? Now, someone's like, no, Rich, this isn't. Everyone's like, no. And in the comment section, everyone was like, no, Rich, chill. It's not. You're not being botted. You're not being botted. It just EW or Etika shouted you out. And I'm like, who the hell is Etika? They sent me a link, and I was like, oh shit, I didn't even realize I'm subscribed to him. So everyone go check out Etika's YouTube channel. I felt really bad, man. Like, I wasn't pissed off, but at first I was concerned. I'm like, oh no, because that's happened to me before. That's happened actually to Big Cheese before, where there's a bot that goes into the chat in your Twitch stream, and all of a sudden you go to like your view count like quadruples, and then you have a whole bunch of comments in the comment sections being or the chat boxes being raided. So it's all good, man. It was he sent me a whole bunch of followers my way. It was really nice that he shouted me out. And go check out his YouTube channel. I'll have a link to it below in the description. Also, real quick, I'm actually going to be on Twitch tonight, and every Tuesday and Thursday, okay, at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I stream every Monday through Friday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Twitch. But Tuesdays and Thursdays is going to be more of a discussion on Twitch, where we talk about tech, we talk about gaming, we talk about, gaming news. And tonight we're going to be talking about mainly the PS4 Pro and other topics too. So if you're not into watching me stream games and you want to come just have a discussion and talk about technology and gaming and just have a chat and do something really laid back, come check it out tonight. I'll be there at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm trying to get my buddy Dan to come on stream too, but he says he can't because he doesn't have a mic or a webcam, which I don't know if I believe him. But I was like, dude, didn't we go on Skype on your Xbox One? He's like, yeah, so let's go on your Xbox One then, and you can stream that way. But anyway, if he's not there, no big deal. If he is there, great. So tonight, on Twitch, on RTU Streams, I'll have a link to my Twitch channel below in the description at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We will be talking tech. There will be no gaming, just talking tech, and I hope to see you there. So as most of you know, next Thursday, November 10th, Sony is officially launching the PS4 Pro. It's the beefier PlayStation 4 that's being touted as Sony's gaming console for 4K TVs. They're not saying that every game is going to be in 4K, because we know that's not true, even though there's exceptions. Like for The Last of Us Remastered, they're actually making a patch where it's actually going to run in native 4K, which I think that's pretty fucking awesome. I can't wait to see that game in 4K. But it has more graphical prowess, the PS4 Pro, than the base PS4, and its more capable hardware is going to make games look prettier, especially if you have a 4K TV. And even if you have a 1080p TV, don't let anyone fool you. You're going to see the visual improvements on a standard 1080p HD TV as well if you buy a PS4 Pro. Now, the good news about the PS4 Pro is at launch, there's going to be like over 30 games. They're going to be optimized for the PS4 Pro and take advantage of its beefier hardware from the day you get the system. So if you buy the PS4 Pro at launch, you're going to have a whole bunch of games to buy for it that you'll see better visual fidelity. Now, I'll have a link below in the description that you could look at all the games and see what's there. I'm just going to read you a couple that stood out to me. Battlefield 1 is going to be supported by the PS4 Pro. Call of Duty Black Ops 3. Cool. Okay. Even with the new Call of Duty coming out, they're still going to upgrade Black Ops 3. I know a lot of people love Black Ops 3, so I guess that's why they did it. Call of Duty Infinite Warfare. Call of Duty Modern Warfare Remastered. Deus Ex Mankind Divided. We already knew that already because Mark Cerny actually demonstrated that when they announced the PS4 Pro. Dishonored 2, which actually comes out a day after the PS4 Pro is launched, so you'll be able to buy that game, bring it home, put it in your PS4 Pro, and get the nice graphics for it right away. Mafia 3, Middle-earth Shadow of Mordor, NBA 2K17, The Elder Scrolls Skyrim Special Edition. I have that for a PC. I think I'm going to pick that up for the PS4 Pro, just because I'm interested to see how it stacks up against the PC version maxed out. Titanfall 2, Uncharted 4, A Thief's End, XCOM 2. I wonder if it's going to take advantage of the extra computing power too, because XCOM is pretty CPU intensive. And last but not least, they're going to make a PS4 Pro patch for knack. For knack, really? Is like anybody still playing knack? Is there anybody who played knack for like more than like 3 days after the PS4 launched initially? Whatever. I guess maybe because it's Mark Cerny's game, they're gonna patch it to make it look prettier on the PS4 Pro. Okay. I mean, it's not a bad thing. So really, the question I have for you guys, and it's really, I'm not really going to be too opinionated in this video. I'm just really asking a question. Are you going to be picking up a PS4 Pro? Are you excited for the system? I mean, I could say this. If you don't own a PlayStation 4 and you're deciding between the base PS4, the Slim now, they don't even sell, I think, the regular PS4 anymore. I think they're probably getting rid of overstock with the original PS4. I don't think it's going to be manufactured anymore. But I can tell you this, if you don't own a PS4, spend the extra $100 on the Pro. There's with the $100 difference in price between the PS4 Slim and the PS4 Pro. It's a no-brainer. You're better off investing $100 more into getting the PS4 Pro than the Slim. If the PS4 Pro was $500 or $499 and the PS4 Slim was $299, $200, okay, that's a substantial difference. And then we would be having a discussion and you'd have to weigh the pros and cons of each system and if you're going to take advantage of the PS4 Pro. But the $100 difference, yeah, no way. Do not just buy the $299. Spend an extra $100, you get the Pro. But for you guys who already own a PlayStation 4, is this something you're going to buy? Even if you don't buy it on launch, is it something in the future you may think about buying down to like a year or so down the line? This is something we haven't seen in the gaming industry before. The closest, like I said, it could be resembled to is when they had like the Sega CD for the Sega Genesis and the 32X, where you had that add-on to add more, horsepower to the Sega Genesis, even though it was kind of its own system and just sucked life out of the actual Genesis itself. It had its own processors inside of it, the 32X, yada, yada, yada. That's a totally different topic for a totally different video. But that's the closest comparison you can make in the gaming industry to what's going on with Sony and Microsoft right now with the PS4 Pro and the Scorpio. I don't know, man. I'm curious. Okay, it'd be interesting to see what happens, and if the PS4 Pro and the Scorpio are successful. If they are, it's going to totally change the way the gaming industry handles itself and how consoles are released and how long we have between life cycles. Because I don't really care what Sony and Microsoft say. All right, I understand the hardware between the PS4 Pro and the PS4 is very similar and pretty much the same from what I heard anyway, and that could change with the Scorpio. I mean, it's much more powerful than the Xbox One, but they're very similar hardware-wise and architecture-wise. These are next-gen systems, or next-gen enough. So if these are successful, are we going to see new consoles every like 2 or 3 years? I know what Phil Spencer said. Okay, I know what he said, saying, "Oh, it's going to be, we're not going to get a new Xbox every 2 years." I just don't know if I believe him, because if there's money to be made, making new consoles every 2 years, and because they're not considered true upgrades and the architecture of the hardware is the same between the Xbox One and the Scorpio, there's probably not as much R&D involved making a console like PS4 Pro and the Scorpio. So there is more money to be made because there wasn't as much money invested in research and development. So if the Scorpio and the PS4 Pro are very successful, who knows? We might see new consoles every 2 years. And what would you guys think of that? Would you be happy about that because you would be able to get, better graphics every 2 years, or would that piss you off because you rather have a console you buy once and that investment will last you for half a decade, if not longer? Well, anyway, ladies and gentlemen, leave your thoughts in the comment section below and tell me what you think about the PS4 Pro. And if you want to discuss it further, like I said, I will be on Twitch tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and we're going to be discussing the PS4 Pro and all different kinds of gaming and tech topics. I hope to see you there. Have a good one.